So anyway, now that we've got these two takeoffs on, the next thing is this piece will go on. This is our 8-inch to 3 1/4 by 14 adapter. And again, let's pretend that this has already been taped, masticed on the inside, and then Reflectix has been applied to this, because your sleeve is not going to fit over this. It's not possible. But that's where the Reflectix bubble wrap comes into play. And this can also be bought in R6. They also make it in an R8, or this right now, this piece that's on here is R4. And if you put what they call ribbing, 2-inch pieces on here, and then another layer of this on there, then it becomes R6. So it is possible to turn the R4 into R6 if it's needed. But in most of our applications, especially with flat duct, we are going through the interstitial space in between the first floor and the second floor, for example, or the second floor and the third floor. That is considered a conditioned space, and therefore will usually only require an R4 value. On all of our applications with a Unico system, the high velocity small duct, what we are going to be doing when we get the drawings and the loads and everything, we will advise you on what R value you're going to need in each position of the house. At some point in time, either the engineer, depending again on the location, somebody will have told us this is what is required for this particular state. So you will know all of that. There'll be no guesswork in the factory. The guys that are working in the factory will be told, all right, this is R4, this is R6, or R8, whatever it's calling for. This will be known ahead of time. There's no guessing. So anyway, so now this piece will go in here based on, see, the other thing too, if you look at this, it can go this way or it can go this way. And it all depends on how this is coming up through a ceiling and going into the space, the interstitial space. Most of the time, what's going to happen is this is going to come out and then it's going to be sitting on this 2x6. I hope everybody can see that and understand that. So then at which point this duct will be connected and this duct will end up be sitting on top of this. Like I said, just like that. So every time that there is two pieces going together, by code, it is required that you need at least 3 screws per junction, per seam, per connection. I try to do my best to space them out equally, a third, and a third. But sometimes when you're in situations where you're up in a ceiling or in between floors, you may not be able to get exactly a third, and a third, but it is still required that you get at least 3 screws in there. So make sure that you're getting all 3 screws in on every connection point.